This city doesn't hand out respect. It watches. It waits. Then, when you've proven it, it remembers your name. And once it does, you don't need to talk loud. You just take your seat back here and tell the truth. Well, thank you for coming on to an episode of Rideshare.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So what we're going to, basically what we do is we just, you're going to get an opportunity to kind of share, your journey in life, more from a personal side and how you got to where you are, the different challenges that you faced and how you overcame them, what drove you to do these things. And we're going to have that conversation while we drive.
While we drive. Sounds good. Do I need my seatbelt on?
Yes, you do, or it's going to beep very annoyingly.
Is that right? All the time? Did my wife organize this ride then? So,
I think so.
probably so. She's my wife.
That's why my brakes are cut.
I don't know if we have enough time to talk about why I got into this career
Well,
or what drove me to it.
I think we have an hour. So try not to be boring. Think you can
Do everything I can.
Think you can manage that?
Well, I have you up here to ask questions, so I definitely won't be boring.
Yeah. So how long have we known each other?
Let's see. We got out of prison, 2 years ago?
I think so, right? Met on Grindr?
Yeah. No, it probably has been about 2 years.
Yeah, right? Now, when I met you, how long had you been a chiropractor?
Probably about 2.5 weeks. But,
2.5 weeks.
No. I think when I met you, I'd probably been in business about 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, this is the second career for me.
And how old are you right now?
Boy, I tell you, I have to kill you.
Well, you're doing a sexy over 60 competition, right?
Okay, that's not the same thing as being 60, though. It's sexy in 60.
I thought it was. I thought
days.
you were saying it's like for people that are 60 that want to be sexy.
Yeah, that narrows my audience down to about 5 people who really want to work out. So.
Okay, so it's sexy in 60 days.
Yeah, I'll show you these guns later on.
Or is it 60 months, 60 years? Because I could accomplish that if you gave me 60 years.
We can probably work it out. I didn't fill in the last part yet. So.
No. All right.
60 days is what we're going for.
No. So really, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 62.
62. So we met when you were 60.
Right.
So you became a chiropractor at 58.
Yes.
How many people do you think do that?
You should be in wealth management. Or
as long as it stays in very basic addition and subtraction.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's where I went wrong.
Once you get into integers and division and fractions,
that's
I'm out.
what you hire those accountants for.
So. Exactly.
Yeah, so it was a second career for me. I decided, I actually was shooting my own home improvement show.
Oh, what?
So, yeah, it was called Romancing the Home.
Romancing the Home.
Exactly. You didn't see it because I hurt myself during the pilot. So
what?
Herniated 3 discs in my back.
In a pilot?
The pilot show, right? I decided I should, instead of getting somebody to help me carry a very heavy saw to the backyard, I decided to do it myself.
Okay.
And right after they had laid sod and installed the sprinkler system. So.
Oh, so very slick ground.
Yep. Bad planning.
Yep.
Went down, herniated 3 discs, and then ended up having to crawl to my truck. So.
Holy cow! The cameraman couldn't carry you.
Huh?
The cameraman couldn't carry you to your truck.
Well, that was back when I was doing some of the camera work myself.
Oh, really? This is gonna be a one man show.
It was actually early in the morning, and I was getting there to set things up and hurt myself right away. So, long story short, I hurt myself. Realized I wasn't going to be able to continue with my show because it was all about me doing construction and then kind of working homeowners into the plan so that they could be a part of this falling in love again with their home and then falling in love with each other again. So it's a couples, kind of a double
Dr.
show.
Rick, the construction love guru.
Well, doctor. I wasn't even a doctor then, so I was just playing one on TV at that time. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
what an interesting concept.
Yeah, so we'll do that. That'll be the next show we do.
Fantastic.
So, I'm all healed up now. So
yeah. Because anyway. I think a easier show to do would be where people try to rehab their home and they get divorced through the process.
That's the normal show. You know how many times when we take wallpaper off, we see heart and it says "I love you," and it's like, well, who's Debbie? Well, that's my ex-wife.
That's my ex-wife, right? Yeah, so you were going to try to flip the script and somehow
Yeah.
use one of the absolute worst processes two people can try and do together to bring them together instead of driving them apart.
Exactly. Wow.
Well, you like
That's simple to figure out my plot.
you like to pick hard things, huh?
I've always tried difficult things to do.
All right, so
Yeah.
you get hurt, and then what?
Yeah. So then I went the conventional route. I went to an orthopedic surgeon, and he's like, "Dude, I'd love to carve on you, but you're too young for that." So
58's too young?
Yeah, he was actually a friend of mine.
Okay.
So he said, let's do some physical therapy. We did all that. It didn't really do anything for me. I probably wasn't the best patient either.
Okay.
You know me, I'm super compliant. But
I mean, you expect your patients to be.
I've changed, Elliot. I've
You
changed.
changed, okay.
So,
I didn't know people could do that at 60.
So the whole deal was I ended up going to the gym. I went to Planet Fitness because there's no judgment there, right? Just remember that. Next time you're there and you try to use something that they don't want you to use. Anyway, that's not a commentary on Planet Fitness. But anyway, so I'm at the gym.
Don't get me sued for slander.
We're going to have to cut that out for sure.
Planet Fitness.
This isn't my show. I don't have to worry, right?
Yeah, you're not going to worry about it.
So
right?
anyway, so I'm at Planet Fitness and I see this guy working out on the cable machine and talking on his phone. Two things you don't do at the gym, right?
Yep.
But he's jacked, totally jacked. And he's an MMA fighter.
Okay.
So I walk over to him and I'm like, dude, how do I get a t-shirt that looks like that? And he thought that was funny.
That is funny.
He's like, what are you here for? And I said, I'm all skinny and scrawny and can hardly walk. And I said, well, I hurt myself and I thought I would just come in here and try to work out a little bit.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll train you. He's from Iraq, actually. So
he got you started on a good steroid regimen.
yeah, no, not exactly. I couldn't tell if he was trying to kill me or fix me.
Okay.
But,
okay. I've been there with you.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure the first treatments would take me 45 minutes to walk
I just passed
afterwards.
on what I learned. That's all. So anyway, so he set me up on this regiment of workouts. And that's when I realized I had started seeing a chiropractor, and I really didn't honestly believe in him because I thought, they're going to sign me up and see me for 52 weeks out of the year for the next 5 years. And
yeah, for 15 minutes
I'll
each
still
time.
feel the same way, right?
Yeah.
That was I just slammed all the chiropractors in the world, so I'm not making friends very fast here. So
we pissed off Planet Fitness
stop
and
it,
chiropractors.
Rick, stop it. Okay, so the whole deal is I was seeing this chiropractor, and he actually helped me do some decompression on my spine, and it did help.
Okay.
But I realized after working with this trainer, I realized I needed exercise to actually hold my body in place. And so that's where I got this crazy concept. I'm going to go to school to be a chiropractor, and then I'm going to incorporate what I learned about exercise and fitness.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, what was it? 12 weeks after he started getting me in shape, he entered me in a fitness competition, a natural fitness competition,
Oh, wow.
and I won my age division.
What?
Yeah. One time. I was like, one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a pro card, everything. Then didn't realize you had to keep going to keep your pro card.
Oh.
So I have to redo that. But anyway, the whole point was it actually worked. And so I realized there's a piece missing in the chiropractic plan.
Okay.
Yes, we can take pressure off the nervous system. Yes,
Yep.
we can straighten your spine. We do something called corrective care in our office. So we get the curve to go back in place, and then we teach you the exercises. We give everybody a custom exercise program
Okay.
to keep it there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. To use muscles
Right.
to
Yeah,
hold
because-
everything.
So the way
together.
it works is if you go into the chiropractor and you're all jacked up, it's because muscles let your spine get out of alignment.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
So simple, anybody can do it, right?
Well, you probably
You'd
not.
think. Anyway, so that's our concept. We don't want to keep you forever. We just want you to come in. We want to diagnose it. We want to figure out a plan for you, treat you, and then we want you to tell all your friends.
All right. So I would imagine, right, shifting from construction to chiropractic was like this super easy transition,
Yeah.
immediate success, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So
No, totally different, dude.
totally different.
Yeah. So I used to, in construction, I had this long list of people. We were booked out 2 years in advance.
Holy cow.
Because I had these clients that loved us. They told their friends about us. Construction doesn't just happen overnight. It takes a little while.
Yeah.
And we did custom bedroom, bathroom suites.
Okay.
So it was really about just designing your dream, and then you get to see it just appear before your eyes.
Okay.
So that was kind of cool. But I went from a 2 year, kind of clients on a waiting list
Yeah.
to my concept of chiropractic is we fix you and then you're gone. So it was like, oh, holy cow.
Yeah.
It
So you
doesn't
just
take 2 years.
Yeah. You're eliminating your own
Yeah.
future revenue.
I'm like the
By
GE
fixing
light
people.
bulb. I was working too efficiently there.
Correct.
So now we're into a marketing plan to realize that we're kind of the best kept secret right now. We want to get that concept out to people.
Yeah.
But it was interesting when I went to chiropractic school. They didn't teach you business at all. They just taught us really how to pass tests and kind of, how to do the little crack your back thing.
Yeah.
So, which I've heard is kind of important. So.
Yeah. So what what was like your biggest challenge in the beginning? Like
Passing my first test.
really?
Yeah. I got a 64 on my first anatomy test. I'm like, do we need to know this stuff for down the road?
Yeah. What did you need to get to pass?
Well, a passing grade,
I know, what is that?
Would be
Because to me, I thought 64 is at least a D.
Oh, no. Not even.
No?
Nope. So I go to my professor and I'm like, hey, dude, I kind of gave up everything to go back to school and you're really raining on my parade here. And he said, I gave you everything you need to pass my class. And I said, what is that? It was a 22-page single-space study guide.
Holy
Said,
cow.
just memorize it. You'll do fine.
Okay.
So I did. And at the end of that class, I was one of 2 people that got an A in that.
Oh, wow.
So he really taught me how to study.
Okay.
And so that was the hardest part, was transitioning into a whole nother environment. And then I realized right away as an older student, most of the people there were just trying to get through. And what I wanted to do was be the best doctor I could be when I got out.
Okay.
So I actually studied. I would get there at 6:30 in the morning and leave at 9:30 at night.
Holy cow.
But I loved it. And so I'm also a functional medicine doctor, and that's really where my heart is.
What in the world is functional medicine?
Okay. So basically I tell you what we focus on. We focus on hormones and gut health.
Okay.
So we fix those naturally instead of using pharmaceuticals or synthetics.
Yeah. So
Bottom line,
like,
that's what it is.
so like if I want a healthy gut, right? Like if I flood my system with like cheeseburgers from McDonald's, right? That gives my gut everything it needs to be healthy.
Yeah.
Is that functional medicine?
Yeah, not so much.
No.
Yeah. Just the opposite of that.
Do I have to eat
yeah,
kale?
Of course. And you know that. So you put the right things in, you kind of get the right things out. But for most Americans, we have so many things interrupting that process, like endocrine disruptors, pesticides, herbicides.
Those are
cheeseburgers.
endocrine disruptors.
Huh? Yeah, those are endocrine disruptors. That means that your hormones don't work.
Like
right.
non-natural chemicals and
Yeah.
and hormones and stuff like that. That's put into all of our food or on our food.
Right. Yeah. Like Ancient Orange, that was really good for us, right?
Yeah.
So, So anyway, they're just things that we get in our natural diet that are destructive, and some of us. There's something called insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome. Those are things we really work on.
Okay.
We really just reset your gut microbiome, and we build our own probiotics. Actually, it's like a little yogurt that you eat, and we make it for your gut and what it's missing. Okay. So we do some tests on you to find out what you need. Anyway, it's a long story, but I love what I do. And if I hadn't studied hard in school and actually paid attention, they taught us this stuff.
Yeah.
Most guys I went to school with didn't learn it because they were just trying to get through it.
Got you.
So being old really helped in that aspect. So
yeah. So anything.
That's my story. You can let me out here.
So what would you say? Well, I want to go back a little bit. We're going to come back to this because I found that for most people, like I'm in an industry that is very often a second career.
Okay.
Right. Mostly because nobody's going to trust a 20-year-old with their money.
There you go.
Right.
Unless you eat those cheeseburgers and you look
that's
like
right.
you're 60.
That'll look like you're 60, right? Maybe that's where this all comes from.
You look great, man.
So, but for me, what I found is that it's like everything I did leading up to it kind of all came together to help me make this second career, if you want to call it. I think I'm way beyond second.
Yeah, good point.
Success, right? So what did you think you were going to do when you were a kid?
I thought I was going to be a baseball player.
Okay.
In high school, I was throwing 90 miles an hour, and I'm
left-handed.
Then
And you're left-handed doing 90?
Huh?
Left-handed throwing 90?
90 miles an hour
as a lefty.
as a lefty. 2 no-hitters in high school.
Wow.
So, except I was chasing girls instead of paying attention in school.
Yep.
So,
Girls and cars are two quick ways to go broke.
Do.
Right.
But anyway, so then after my senior year, I decided to get run over in a farm accident.
Hang on though. There's something else you were doing in high school, right?
Was that? Oh yeah. So I was doing music.
Okay.
So
rap?
I actually used to have a really
Gangster
good
rap?
voice. Huh?
Gangster rap?
Yeah. I grew up on a farm in Nebraska.
So gangster rap?
No, probably not.
No? So what were you, what kind of music were you doing?
Country music.
Country music?
Yeah.
So you're a country swooner?
Yeah, except that when we went and sang for county fairs,
Yeah.
we would sing Foreigner.
No. Hey.
So go figure,
Yeah.
And we opened for Boxcar Willie.
No way,
That
for
tells
real?
you how big we were. So
I've
anyway.
at least heard of Boxcar Willie. I have no idea what song they did, but I've heard the name.
I don't even know if he's still alive or not.
Yeah.
I just remember when we opened for him, it was so funny. We were doing our first set and he comes by our trailer and he goes, "Hey, you guys got another one in you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Go ahead. I need a little extra time."
That's awesome.
Shoot. So
All right,
that
so here you are. So if you're opening for people whose names I know, even if they're not necessarily big names, that's still a name that people know.
Yeah, right.
Boxcar Willie, right?
Yeah. Well,
So-
we get to sing at rodeos and stuff. So that was fun.
So was there potential there with that as well?
Yeah, I actually had before I got run over, I had a good friend of mine who worked at one of the radio stations, local radio stations, and the guy who owned that station actually owned 17 of the top stations, or around that many top stations in the United States, country stations. And so
Okay.
we had a lot of connections in Nashville. And so he arranged for me to get an audition in Nashville. So
Okay.
we had it all set up, everything was ready to go. And then I decided to get run over 10 days before that.
All right. So did that experience teach you to look both ways before crossing the street?
I ran over myself.
You what?
So farm accident, piece of equipment. I set the brakes on the top of a hill that started rolling. So I ran back up the hill to stop this tractor. From
Oh, you
running
thought
it.
you would what?
Well, I reached up inside the cab
Okay.
to grab the steering wheel, and my foot got caught on a post that was
okay.
laying in the ground. Sucked me under the back wheel, and then caught me on a hay mover and crushed my pelvis in 8 places. So,
Holy cow.
so I spent while I was supposed to be in Nashville, I was actually in a coma in the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
So I lost my contract. They couldn't get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Were you like that movie where the kid comes out of surgery with his arm and now he can throw even faster? Do you remember that
I
movie?
was just the opposite.
You're the
unfortunately.
opposite of that? That,
Yeah.
didn't work out that way?
I weighed 205 when I went into the hospital. By the
Okay.
time I got out, I weighed 146 pounds.
Holy cow.
So
And you don't look like you've ever put that weight back on since.
some of it, not enough. Yeah. So it did alter my life, altered my career. I really didn't know what I was going to do. So I went to college and
Well, back up though.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your mindset. Like coming out of a coma, you've lost your singing contract. You've lost maybe you lost your baseball career to chasing tail.
I thought I still had it all. Honestly, when I woke up, I thought this will be a little setback and I'll be fine.
Okay.
Until I met with my doctor and he's like, "Hey, dude, we're never signing a release for you to play sports."
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So that was an eye opener.
How does a shattered pelvis impact your arm?
It didn't affect my arm, but it affected. I still have numbness and tingling in my legs sometimes.
Okay.
So there were just some complications at the time.
You still have that.
Yeah, I actually couldn't feel my
80
leg.
years later. How old are you again? I'm just kidding. I'm
62.
kidding.
I thought you had the basic math down. I'll get out a paper and a pad here. We could. No, yeah. So I had some problems at first, and that really did mess with my mind. Also, this sounds really odd. My voice changed when I was laying in the hospital.
Okay.
Couldn't speak. Had tubes in my throat and everything down my nose.
So you had pharyngeal trauma.
Well, if you say so. But yeah, I
learned. I went to Johnson County Community for 4 days. So I have
So you've got all of those down.
extensive medical knowledge.
you probably have more than I do. So remember, I'm a chiropractor. I'm a doctor, but just barely. So,
Well, I'm none of the above, but I know all about pharyngeal trauma.
okay. Well, as it turned out, yeah. So I really struggle with some things. My mom knew some people at this little Christian college, and so she's
Okay.
like, "My son needs to go to school. He had no idea what he was going to do before. I wasn't planning on going to college because I was planning on playing baseball.
Okay.
I was going to walk on at the University of Nebraska.
Okay.
So I thought that would just be my
Golden
claim to
ticket.
fame. And I knew those guys didn't have to pay attention in school. So,
No, of course not.
so we should be good. Anyway, so I was drifting for a couple of years. And,
Yeah. Did you go through depression? Like, talk to me about that.
you think?
Yeah, I would think
Just
so,
quite a
right?
bit. Yeah, quite a
Right.
bit.
I mean, don't get me right. That's got to be a complete and total shift of identity, right?
Well, I'll tell you what was the toughest for me. At 18, I had a recording contract. I was what I felt like was a really solid career in baseball ahead of me.
Okay.
And when I got, is that for me?
Nope. I don't.
No.
I don't know how to make that not ring during this. So.
Oh, you're good. Good. So
It's raw and real, everybody.
there we go. Yeah, I know. Hey, so what it really did for me is it just crushed my confidence.
Okay.
Before that happened, I was 18 years old, and when
Full of piss and vinegar.
when my buddy told me I was going to Nashville to be for a contract, I'm like, perfect. Speeds everything up. I wasn't worried about, I wasn't nervous. I had no fear at all.
Okay.
I just really felt like, I really felt like God was just opening doors for me.
Gotcha.
That was the door that I was supposed to go through. And then I was going to play baseball too, because that
Right.
was something I had a unique gift at.
Okay.
And I got run over, and it's like, well, wait a minute. Both of the things that I had planned to do were both gone.
Yeah. So did you feel like God slammed the door on you? Did you?
I did. I thought, holy
did you
cow.
develop like
I went
animosity
from
or hatred?
we're
toward-
buddies to, do you even know my phone number anymore? So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was tough.
All right. But now you're like very much a man of faith
I
today.
am. Yeah.
So
not always the best example, Elliot, but I truly believe that.
I think the best
God
examples
does,
are the not
exist,
good
so-
examples.
Yeah. What's that? I missed it.
I think the best examples are the not good examples,
Well, I'm the best then.
right? Well, I mean, because we're all, I mean, everybody's flawed and everybody's jacked
Yeah,
up and everybody's got issues and everybody's trying to work through them, right?
I'm willing to admit it.
I've always thought the best people of whatever faith it is are usually the biggest hypocrites, because the more you try, the bigger the hypocrite you are, because nobody's succeeding at
Yeah.
being whatever it is their ideal is, right?
Well, I know we're all broken. I know what my faults are. So I think that tends to make me a little more caring and
Okay.
concerned about other people and not get hung up on their problems.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, before I went through some of those things, it was pretty easy for me to be hypocritical and to be judgmental. And so
Yeah,
I
because
really,
to be 18, throwing 90 miles an hour left-handed and being able to sing, like, you had to think you were a rock star.
I did. I thought I was pretty infallible, but I think that's sometimes why we go through the struggles we go through.
Okay.
It's not always, and maybe this is just my opinion, but since I'm so old, you have to take my advice because I'm older than you.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're my elder.
It's free also, so it's worth every penny
That's
that
what I
you
tell
pay
everybody.
for it.
Everything coming out of my mouth is worth what you pay for it.
But the point is, I think we learn more from our mistakes than we do from our successes sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's been my case. It's helped me to be a better human being. I think that's why I feel like the being broken, having a back problem and having that pain and crawling to my car, when somebody comes in and they have a disc problem, they're like, Doc, I don't know what's going to happen. And I see them actually crying because they think their future's ruined. I'm like, dude, we got this. Don't worry about it. You're all right.
Yeah, man, it makes me emotional.
I've been there.
Yeah. No,
I'm walking,
Yeah. So when I got out of the military and I moved up here, I still could barely walk more than a block.
Wow.
And I remember it was in October and it was sleeting and it was freezing cold and I was trying to walk.
Yeah.
And I made it like literally a block before I was curled up in the fetal position on the corner of these two streets under a stop sign. And I had to call a friend of mine. He had to come and he literally had to pick me up and slide me to the back of his car. Right. And drive me home and carry me into the house. Right. Like when you're in that Like it's interesting to me about, you can have so many different parts of your body hurt.
Yeah.
But when your back is wrecked,
Yeah.
it is so debilitating. It's so exhausting mentally,
Yeah.
physically, emotionally,
Yeah.
you know.
We need to hear your story sometime.
No.
Yeah, we do. You
No,
have
I'm just
you
saying,
have a
like,
fantastic story, Elliot.
like as somebody who's like also been there, right? Because you're who fixed my back, right?
Well, I appreciate that.
It took me 10
you did
years.
the work, man. All I did was show you some tools.
But it took me 10 years to find somebody like you.
Thank you.
Who could actually fix me, right?
Maybe it's because I was broken. You just needed to
well,
find
absolutely.
a broken
That's what
doctor.
I'm saying. Yeah, like you'd been through it.
Yeah.
You're motivated to fix this in other people, and now other people are getting to have their lives changed by you fixing it. But I want to go back to when you were hurt in 18. What got you out of depression? What shifted how did you go from being mad at God or angry to being a man of faith again and not being a depressed sack?
Yeah. I think I have to give my mom some credit. She didn't just arrange for me to go to school someplace. She arranged for me to go to a Christian school.
Okay.
And it was a Christian college. There were a lot of problems there. Don't get me wrong. It's just a lot of broken people in the same place, you know. But there were some good people there. And I really needed somebody to breathe life into me at that time.
Okay.
And there were some great instructors I had there. And they just really let me know, you know, sometimes God just is preparing you for something bigger.
Okay.
Than anything you could have imagined for yourself.
Yeah.
And so I've hung on to that. And honestly, I owned a construction company for 24 years, made some great friends along the way. My clients all still love me. And I'm more proud of the fact that, that I had integrity through that time, because those were hard days. But I could call any of them and they'd vouch for me. So my mom encouraged me. My dad did too. I mean, great parents. I always kid around that I was raised by wolves because they gave me very little direction in life, but they definitely loved me. And so I had that support. And truly, I don't think I ever walked away from God. I just felt like, okay, this is my test. I'm gonna stick through this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep passing the test, and pretty soon He's gonna open those doors.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Do you think that's helped you today? I mean, because I know, right? We've known you for 2 years. You've been a chiropractor for 2 years before I met you. So you're 4 years into this journey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And anytime you're trying to launch a business, it's insanely difficult.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's more chiropractors than gas stations.
No. Well, okay. I make the same joke. I always tell people, look, from wherever you drove from to my office, you passed 1,000 of us. We're like cockroaches.
Yeah. Why did you stop here?
Yeah. Like, what is it? You know. So talk to me a little bit about that. Like, what's been some of your darkest moments in this chapter of your life, and how has what you went through, coming out of that coma, been able to help you drive through it?
Yeah, I never put those two together before, but I feel I must still be in a coma. I don't know what happened here.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Do you think they go? Do you think they fit together anyway? Maybe they don't.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm asleep or not, but I'm awake today, so
that's good. I'm glad we got you on a good day.
No, there have been some tough times. Trust me. The message I have for the health community is, don't keep doing what you're doing expecting different results.
Right.
If it's going to somebody to see him, for a 2-minute adjustment for 52 weeks out of the year, if it's not helping you, and censor that, because but
no. There's no reason to censor that. I love that. Right. Like, that's what people are looking for, because
my vision is different. So.
I have 3 chiropractors in my family.
Yeah.
Right. I think they're wonderful.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to a lot of chiropractors outside of those 3.
Yeah.
Right. But you fixed my back. Right.
I was involved in that.
No.
Yeah.
You fixed my back. So I don't look. I don't think there's anything wrong with how anybody does things, right?
Yeah.
But the whole point of, and I don't care that there's 1,000 other chiropractors or more than there are gas stations, or there's 1,000 others of me, right? What each one of us as an individual bring to our industry, to our career field, that's what makes it unique.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
and my approach is unique, I think. So I'm not bashing everybody else who's in the business.
Yeah.
I just choose
You're just saying
to,
you're adding something different.
So yeah, my vision is corrective care. So we're actually in the middle of patenting a new table. I probably shouldn't say this on the air, but what we're doing is we're trying to create a table that does regeneration instead of degeneration.
Okay.
There's a lot of decompression tables out there. We have one that actually takes the entire body and decompresses it at the same time.
That's the one that I could never walk afterwards, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, so it has some downsides.
No. It got me. No,
But
I'm just saying at the beginning, it was such a full body experience.
Yeah.
Like I remember like I just having to lay there in your office trying but it got me here.
Yeah. So it's different. It truly is. We're not going to be for everybody, but when we get people that come in that that do have trouble walking and they do feel like this is the end of the road for me, we can sit them on there and say, look, there's options out there for you. And maybe you've tried something and it's been called one thing. We're not like anything else. We are uniquely different, and trying to get that message out to people that what we have to offer is, first of all, we incorporate the whole health principle into what we do. We're in the process of rebranding and recreating our name. Right now, we want to be known as a whole health clinic. So we're focusing on digestive health and hormone health. And we want to do all those things because those are the keys to fixing the inside of your body.
Okay.
If the inside works well, it's less of a hindrance to the healing process, even for like structural or tissue regeneration.
Yeah.
So is this where I get dumped off in a field?
This is where we've your competition has paid us to dispose
I knew
of
it was coming. I just didn't think it was coming from me. So. Et tu, Brute? Is that what?
Yeah, that's right. No. So for real, like I know that this journey of changing into becoming a chiropractor and building your business has not been easy.
No, it's not. But we're taking that. So I feel like we're taking the concepts that worked for me. All I'm doing is fixing people who are broken like me. So if you're a little broken, maybe you don't need to come to us. But and maybe you do. I mean, we see people of all different places in their health process.
No, and I understand all that. But, I don't want to.
But we really want to. What we're focused on is like I'm building it. I'm bringing in. I have a new young chiropractor that's working with me right now, and I'm teaching him everything I do chiropractically. Yeah, he's excited to learn. He's eager to learn. He's willing to set aside some of the other ideas to focus on what I'm teaching him, and I'm just hoping like crazy this is the right concept.
Yeah, like
he's
stick.
A fantastic doctor.
Gotcha.
And if he can learn this, then that frees me up to train and educate more people, and then to focus on the functional medicine side of my practice. Yeah. We know that gut health and hormone health are the keys to longevity.
Yeah.
And when you're 90 years old, I'm going to be 100 years old walking in the woods. I'm going to get eaten by a bear.
Yeah.
That way we go out and I'm good for everybody.
It's good. It's a full life cycle.
Then my kids don't have to worry about, having me in a nursing home, doing all that kind of stuff. I really want to be vibrant to the day I die.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to offer each one of our patients is the opportunity for whole health.
Gotcha.
And I don't think we have health care in America. I think we have sick care in America.
Correct.
And we want to change that paradigm.
Totally understand. So in this 4 years, have there been any moments where you wanted to throw in the towel and quit?
What is today? Sunday.
Yes.
Thursday would have been that day.
Thursday would have been that day.
The last day anyway. So yeah, it's tough. I had some patients come in and they just kind of took advantage of, I'm very generous with my patients. I give you everything up front because I want you to know where this is going. Okay. I want you to know how difficult it's going to be. And so they just took that and ran with it and
the way you never saw them again?
Yeah. And that's great. That means they have the education. They're going to miss out on the decompression system. And
so how does that make? How did that make you feel when that happened? And how do you even know that?
Yeah, it makes you feel used.
How do you even know it happened? They just won't return your call. They declined to come back for another appointment. Like
it's a long story. Probably don't want to go into it.
No, I want some of the details of it, right? Because so this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
What we're trying to accomplish here, right? Mm-hmm. Is all right. So there's a saying, a mentor of mine told me that when you own a business, you are absolutely alone, but you don't have to be lonely. right?
Yeah. What's that mean?
Well, what do you think it means, right? It means that there's all the responsibility sits on your shoulders for your business.
It does.
That's a lonely place.
Yeah.
You're alone in that position,
Yeah.
right? But what if you were part of another group of chiropractors who, instead of viewing each other as competition, were willing to come together, share ideas, share your struggles, help each other identify what you can, what's worked for one person and how you could implement the same thing within your practice.
Perfect.
Right? Well, then you might be alone as the owner of your business, but you're not lonely.
Right.
You have a group of like-minded individuals around you who are all trying to accomplish the same things, who are willing to help one another. And that's the whole point of rideshare.
Yeah.
Rideshare is like not necessarily for us to share what we do in business, because what we do in business, while it's unique based on what we've added or tweaked or what our ideas are, but ultimately, right, every entrepreneur is trying to do the same thing. And a lot of times we can feel like we're alone in the struggles that we're having, right?
Yeah.
And what I want to accomplish is I want to give people the opportunity to every week hear from another business owner. Hear that while they might be alone running their business, they're not really alone, right? That this entire world is all of us. And I don't care how many chiropractors there are.
Yeah.
There's always room for another one.
Oh yeah.
There always is.
Yeah.
Right?
I love collaborating. So that's
it's the difference in mindset, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people think that resources are finite.
Oh yeah.
Right? And then there's a lot of people that think that resources are not finite.
Right.
Right? And it's just it's a money mindset. That's one of the things that I work a lot with people on, is what's your money mindset? Now, not necessarily with clients, but with people that have worked for me or other business owners that I get to associate with, right? What's your money mindset, right? So that's really what I'm trying to, where I think your experience is most valuable for people to hear. Here's this kid that at 18 thought he had the world ahead of him, right? Mm-hmm. You're a good looking guy, you're tall, you're throwing 90-mile-an-hour fastballs left-handed, you have an incredible voice. I mean, I would imagine you weren't really having to chase girls. They're probably chasing you, right?
Hey, but I was
And then you
I was too naive to know what to do with them. So
Well, no, I feel you there.
Probably saved a lot of
right.
Wonderful people from a lot of harm.
Right. But then you go through this experience where you manage to run yourself over with a tractor, right? And all that's taken away from you, right? Yeah. Then you go into construction. Why did you pick construction?
My dad was a builder, so
you'd been around it growing up.
I knew what I knew how to do.
How long were you in college?
I graduated. Took me 7 years to get through college because I did it part-time when I was working.
Okay. So, working doing what?
I actually worked as a parts man at a Detroit diesel plant.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So
anything I needed to do just to get through school, because here's the funny thing. I was going to school to be a meteorologist.
What? No way.
Yeah, I was. Okay. And then I moved to Nebraska.
Hang on. So you went from baseball and singing to meteorology.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just was fascinated with I love learning.
Okay.
And so I don't know. Somebody along the way said, "Oh no, I remember what it was. I'm okay being in front of a camera." So they said, "You should join the journalism program." So I did. I joined the journalism program. They're like, "You'd be a great weatherman." So I'm like, "All right, I'll do weather." So I did that, and you could have fun with weather. You know what the deal was? It was so fun because I could be wrong 90% of the time and keep my job.
Keep your job. Yeah.
I'm like, I got this job.
That works for stock market analysts as well.
I missed it on two
counts. And political pundits. Political pundits, stock market analysts.
Is that right? Well, maybe I can still do something.
Talking heads in the sports world.
All righty.
Meteorology. I'm just trying to think. There's a laundry list of jobs where you can be wrong 99% of the time.
I need to ask ChatGPT what I should be doing in my life here, it sounds like.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway, so I didn't pursue that because here again, I had no guidance. You
mean you didn't pursue the meteorology?
Yeah, the meteorology.
But you got a degree in meteorology.
Huh?
You have a degree in meteorology.
No, I don't. I have a degree in music.
Oh.
Because that was something I fell back to because Lawrence, Kansas was 45 minutes away from where I lived, and I thought it was too long a drive.
Okay.
Now I drive 30 miles an hour or 30 miles to work every day.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I had no idea.
Yeah. But it's good for me. That way I don't kick the dog when I get home or anything like
No,
that.
so for real, that's one thing. My office is on 87th. I live on 199th, and there's this really weird psychological event that I'm very grateful for as I drive home every day.
Uh-huh.
Every exit, as that number goes from 87 to 199th,
Yeah.
I find more and more of whatever I dealt with during the day fading away.
Wow, that's
It's
awesome.
like decompression, de-stressing.
I'm going to start driving to your house before I head home.
Yeah. By the time I hit the 199th exit, it's like my day's behind me.
Yeah, that's good. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So
I met your kids, Elliot. You need to leave work at work.
Absolutely.
You have a fantastic family.
Well, thank you.
Bet.
So I do want to cover something else. So you get a degree in meteorology.
I didn't get one.
No, music.
Yeah,
but
right.
you wanted to be a meteorologist. You do the journalism program. You get a degree in music. You get out of college. You don't go into music, right?
Right.
And you don't go into meteorology.
Right.
And so here we have baseball, we have singing, we have meteorology, we have a degree in music.
I'll tell you why. I'll cut to the chase. Because if you are driven by fear, you will do what's safe.
Are you saying you were driven by fear?
I was. I
Okay.
lost the things I thought, were set aside for me. And so I was like, that's going to be rough to do that. And then I married a girl who was also driven by fear.
Okay.
And so we just kind of compounded on each other over and over again.
Gotcha.
And so that, I think that's why I stayed in what I thought construction was a safe career. I knew it. I could do it without thinking. So I got into that. I stayed in that. I became really good at it.
Okay.
But then we grew to the point where I had anywhere from 4 to 8 guys working for me all the time. So we had plenty of work, and I'm like, hey, hon, we need to grow our business here. And again, we were just driven by fear. It's like, wow, it's attainable the way it is. It's sustainable the way it is. And I was just working myself to death. So, so those things kind of drove me for a large part of my life, just the fear aspect. And when I got into chiropractic school, I realized there's a doctor on every corner. If I'm going to make it, I can't play by the same rules anymore.
Yep.
And so I don't have that fear mentality anymore.
All right. Well, now there is something else you did while you were in construction that I think is pretty wild.
What was that?
Well, you tell me.
I don't remember. Yeah. I'm sorry. Long day. First day with a new brain. Sorry. No, I started acting.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
well, no, there's
go.
not. I mean, there's
Man,
not.
I'm glad I got that question right. So
That's right. You would have gotten another 64% on this test. I'd had to kick you out.
another one. That's all right. So that wasn't the only 65.
All right. So how'd you get into acting?
So I was helping out with kids programs. Unfortunately, people trusted me with their children at that time. And I was just
Nobody's ever made that mistake.
I was a 12-year-old in a big person's body. So I loved when somebody said, hey, can you watch our kids? Like after school care with my kids. I'm like, you bet. No problem. I'm going to teach them things you wish you hadn't told them.
That's right.
So, but anyway, no, I started working with some kids. And since I was comfortable, like being in front of a group, there was this program called Odyssey of the Mind. It was where you could take these young kids and teach them skills for like being doing a presentation, standing up in front of people and delivering a speech. And because kids are afraid of that, like public speaking is one of the things that is the most alarming to
Yeah. People think they're more scared of that than death or something. Right?
Yeah, I guess so. They've never died. See, I was there, so I'm not afraid of speaking. But anyway, so I was teaching these kids, and I just happened to be teaching one of the kids in the group. My son was in this group. So one of the kids in my little pod of kids that they gave me to teach was a producer's kid.
Okay.
And so we did funny stuff. I made these little chicken Oscars for them so that, they, because our theme of our little deal was what could you do with a chicken? So Anyway, so he said, dude, he said, you're so comfortable with speaking. Why don't you come and audition for this commercial I have? And so I went, and I didn't get it. So, but there was another producer at that commercial, and I've always had I'm not afraid anymore. So I'm like, hey, I didn't get that one, so no big deal. So the other producer who was at that audition said, hey, can you come out and audition for my commercial?
Okay.
And so I did, and I actually got that one. And then I guess it was because I wasn't like, I was too stupid to know what I should be doing, that I should be nervous and stuff.
Yeah.
And I never acted like the rest of the actors because I never had actor class, you know. So I was just myself. I was corny and witty and funny and had fun. You know, the crews liked me, and I was just enjoying myself. And that's what people got to see when I did a commercial. So I made over 250 commercials.
Wow.
I've been in about 8 films. They're all low budget films. You'll never see them.
I saw one.
Oh, we have like one on Netflix.
No.
Two. There's two on
It was no, the movie theater with you.
Yeah. That's right.
You invited me out to was it the premiere or something?
Yeah, it was a premiere for that. So anyway, that's how I got started in that. I really just loved it. It was a great release for me. Took all the tension away. When I showed up on the film set, I wasn't nervous because it was a place where I could actually relax and be myself.
That is super cool.
Yeah,
all right, we're going to put a pin in that. We're going to go get lunch.
All right.
We're going to pick this up afterwards. Thank you.
Good. I'll be asleep by then. So.
All right, here we are, with Dr. Rick at Full Spectrum Back and Body in Overland Park.
Yeah.
Right? Overland Park, that town we're in. All right, and we're going to do a quick tour. He's going to show us some of the unique things that he does here.
Okay, come on back. All right, so this is the lobby.
Nobody cares. Let's go.
Nobody cares. All right. So, okay. Here's the X-ray room because we test, we don't guess. So we want to see what's going on the inside before we start cranking away on you. Okay.
Awesome.
Here's our adjusting room. Ultrasound. We do different modalities here. If you don't know what a modality is, just look it up on Google. Google knows everything.
It does.
All right.
It?
Here's where all the magic happens. This is our therapy room.
This is my favorite machine right here.
Yeah. So some of these machines, we have our Hannibal Lecter chair in the back there. Not really, but
yeah, that's when you sit in it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And he straps your head in.
Yeah.
And then he like cranks it up.
Yeah.
And he makes your neck longer.
It does
and
happen.
your spine longer.
Yeah.
And it really helps to make your gut smaller because he stretches you out.
For sure. But we have all of these things in here for correcting the curve in your spine. That's one of the things we do.
That's the most comfortable one. This one rolls your back.
Everybody wants one of those in their home.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is fantastic. If you've never gotten to experience one of those, you'll feel so good afterwards.
Yeah, it's like a massage without all the little fingers. You know. So anyway, then back here, this is what kind of makes us a little bit unique. We have everybody gets a custom exercise program with their chiropractic care because your muscles hold you in alignment. And that's what we're trying to do.
And that's where this magic wall is.
Yeah, this is the magic wall here. So that's what all this stuff is. I used to be a fitness competitor, and I won a fitness competition with bands. So you don't have to crank out a bunch of weight. You just have to know what you're doing with what you have. So that's what we do here. Pretty quick and down and dirty, I guess.
Yeah, that was awesome. And it has incredible results. I know after a decade of never being able to have anything fix my back from multiple injuries over the course of my life, including the military, Dr. Rick did what no one else could do. So thank you. I appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for being on the show today.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you, sir. Oh, I'm just going to take a nap back here after lunch. I'll put my seatbelt on.
All right. Did you learn any lessons in the construction business, working with clients and people like that you've been able to carry forward into the chiropractor business?
That's a good question. Let me think about that one. Probably, there have been some times when, you didn't maybe get along with the idea the client might have, and you just did it anyway. Because that's what they wanted. So sometimes that turned into I was right. Sometimes it turned into I was wrong.
Okay.
But taking care of the client that's what my job was. So I guess I carry that into into my current job. I'm not just there to see somebody come in the door and hope they'll come back later on. I want them to feel like they got the best, maybe the best experience.
Yeah.
We do try to say, if you come in here with pain and you leave with more pain, you need to tell us. That's not the way that's supposed to work.
Right.
So.
All right. You mentioned having a rough Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Is there
a good one?
How did you handle that mentally?
That was tough. That was tough. I remember at the end of the day, I was thinking, there are a lot of easier jobs I could be doing that pay a whole lot more.
Like what, Walmart greeting?
Yeah. On that day, yes, that would have definitely paid a lot more. But it was interesting. I get those days sometimes that are really tough, but it was interesting that and I work with a lot of different people with a lot of different illnesses with our functional medicine practice. Earlier, probably a week before that, I'd been working with a patient that had, she came in because she'd had a diagnosis of stage 4 liver disease.
Okay.
And so she came in because her dad was one of my patients, and he said, "Hey, what can you do for my daughter?" And so she came in, and we sat down and we ran her through our tests. And so when it was all said and done, we sat down with her and we said, "Look, if you'll follow this protocol and do these things, we know this will be beneficial. This will help you." And she had a biopsy scheduled on her liver. So she had a diagnosis of stage 4 liver disease.
Okay.
And
how many stages of the liver disease are there? It's like
I think
9 circles of
you're
hell.
about done when you get to stage 4.
Oh, stage 4 is the final one.
So that's a bad one.
Final level.
You don't want to be at that level.
Okay.
That's trying to find a new liver someplace.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, she's diagnosed with stage 4, and we put her on our liver detox protocol and sat down and had a heart-to-heart talk with her about the changes she needed to make. And she has 3 kids. So anyway, long story short, she started on her protocol. She went in and did her biopsy. They came back and told her she doesn't have stage 4 liver disease. She has just fatty liver. So we'll be able to help her with that, and she should get a full recovery.
Gotcha.
But I got a call on Friday after my Thursday from the dad who said, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you, don't quit doing what you're doing. My daughter came in and she was ready to end it all because she didn't know how she was going to take care of 3 kids, pay for
all of her medical expenses that were heading her way.
Medical expenses and stuff. And she left with hope. And he said, just don't stop doing what you're doing. It really does matter." And so I needed that. And I feel like God brought me the kind of that encouragement I needed.
Yeah. In the moment, in one of your darker moments.
Right, exactly. And I think sometimes that's how it works. Until you need it. What I heard a saying one time I thought was really good. It's like, God is never late, but rarely early.
Ugh.
And so sometimes you just have to wait and stay vigilant, keep working. If I'd have just sat back and didn't do anything, even though I was having a crappy day,
Yeah.
well, the next day will probably be crappy too. So,
Yep.
So I just keep doing what I'm doing and hopefully keep having good results like that. So
not to put words in your mouth or whatever, but would you say that when when things are not good, right, you basically, if I hear you correctly, you maintain faith in yourself, faith in what you're doing, the way in which you're doing it, and you just put your head down, you keep moving forward.
yeah, I do. I don't think I'm smart enough to do anything else, but
No, hang on. Yeah, I want to comment on that real quick, right? I always make this joke that I'm just too dumb to quit.
yeah,
And I believe that's one of the biggest determinations of success, right?
yeah. Was it Thomas Edison that said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 things that don't work.
Yeah,
So,
right?
yeah. So, and that's kind of my philosophy. It's like, well, that didn't work so well. So let's try something different.
Yeah.
But-
How many different tests did he run trying to create the light bulb?
Yeah. I mean, tons and tons.
I don't know if I'm right here, but I've heard it's over 1,000.
Yeah. So I study. I love studying. That's probably something I'll do to the day I die.
Do you think that's also one of the biggest determiners of success is the never-ending pursuit of knowledge?
Well, I think so. In my field, for sure. If I just sat back and said, well, it's always been done this way, so that's the way I'm going to do it, then I wouldn't have come up with this table that's going to help with degeneration. I wouldn't have dug in past the stage 4 liver disease to try to find out what is it that we could do to help people. So I had a patient that came in, his family, he was on hospice care. So they couldn't change his medications and things because, he's on hospice. So they just sent him home, and his daughter calls me and she's like, well, what can we do for Dad? So I said, well, let me do some research. So I dug in. He had terrible edema. His legs were so swollen.
What's
he
edema?
Couldn't even walk. What's that?
For all the people like me that only went to junior college for 4 days, what's
edema?
edema
Is fluid inside your cells. It gives you that look of like puffiness in your legs. You could put your finger, on your leg, and it leaves a divot in your skin. So it's lymphedema. Sometimes is the way it's expressed. But anyway, so his legs were so swollen that he couldn't even walk on them.
Wow.
And he was so they sent him home to die, basically.
Okay.
And I found some clinical studies that used amino acids and a couple other protocols to drain fluid off of your body.
How'd you find these studies?
Just digging in.
Like Google, ChatGPT?
No.
Called some doctors?
I love going to PubMed. I do it when I graduated from my functional medicine degree. Puts me in touch with a lot of other doctors who are collaborative. We have a discussion forum. So I throw stuff out on there once in a while. And from one of those forums, I had remembered that, there was something about some amino acids. So I started Googling amino acids, and it's like, yeah, okay, there is a PubMed clinical trial done by a bunch of MDs using these amino acids. And as it turned out, that's what worked well for this patient. He lost 18 pounds of water weight in 3 days.
Holy cow.
It was funny. His family sent me a picture. Oh, they sent me a video of him walking from his bedroom to the couch with his walker.
Wow.
And one of the sisters, my patient's sister, she said, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, just sitting on the couch, and so she sent me that, and she said, see what you did for Dad today?
That's incredible.
So it was pretty cool. He actually he's from out of town. We did a telehealth thing with him, and he came into town, and he said, well, I just want to meet my new doctor. So
that's super cool. So have you ever thought about like collecting these stories and putting them on your wall, or maybe even at your home, so that when you have a day like Thursday, you can kind of go back through those things and remind yourself of them?
No, I hadn't, but I think I'll do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's really a great idea. Those are testimonials. I guess I don't put those. I guess I should put them on the wall, even for patients, to get some encouragement.
Yeah. Do you ever ask them to go put them on Google for you?
I do need to get some reviews from those things. I'm terrible about asking for reviews. So
yeah,
it's. But yeah, those testimonials, I need to catalog those for those Thursdays that I have.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah. I've had a lot of encouragement from patients. I have a very loyal patient base.
All right.
So.
Well, now we have about 15 minutes left.
Okay.
And I want to.
Is this where I get dropped off in the field?
This is now we're finally there. No, there's something that. So, with the main thing that I do is I work with business owners when they exit. All right. And it's a really interesting time to get introduced to a business owner, because usually, like, you're only 4 years into it, right?
Yeah. 5 years, I think.
5 years. Yeah. So usually when I get introduced to somebody, they've been used to this business providing their income to them, right? Providing their lifestyle for them. And they're about to make a major transition in their life from something tangible they understand. They've been running. They they're completely familiar with, and they're going to go over to selling that. That's a huge moment of uncertainty.
Oh yeah, it would be.
In addition to that, everybody's hands are in their pockets.
Yeah, I bet.
The attorneys that are helping them are charging them 1.5% of the total value of the transaction. The business broker is taking usually 10% on the first million, 8 on the second, 6 on the third, 4 on the fourth, and then 2 on every million thereafter. Right? You have forensic accountants doing quality of earnings reports. You have their CPA helping them with their asset purchase agreement. So you just have all these different hands in, taking all this money away from their life's work.
Yeah.
Combined with the uncertainty of shifting from something tangible that they control, that they understand, to having to invest this money to continue to provide that same lifestyle to them.
I see.
Then along comes who? Who's the biggest, who takes the largest percentage of your life's work?
The IRS, I take.
The IRS, the federal government.
Man, I got that one right.
Yeah, you got it right. You're at least at a 74% now. You're up 10 points from your
All right.
from your anatomy
I'm going to
test.
pass this class.
You are. Right? So then comes the government, right? And they're going to take 20% in a long-term capital gains tax. Everything over a certain dollar amount, they're going to take another 3.8% to help offset the cost of the Affordable Care Act.
I might be that Walmart greeter job is looking a whole lot better all the time here.
Right. Then you live in a state that taxes capital gains as well. So you're looking at close to 30% of whatever value you're able to create out of this business going out the door to taxes. And that's net of what all these other hands in the pot are going to leave you. Now, you're also how old today? 62?
Yeah, I am.
62.
But
So-
I've got that longevity gene, so I'm going to be around a while. So.
No, absolutely. But how long do you think you're going to be doing this?
Yeah, I don't want to be popping backs for another 20 years.
Right?
So, right. No, I totally get that.
So what's your exit strategy?
Yeah, my plan right now is to build people to do what I do so that I can manage those people.
Okay, so you already mentioned this new young doctor
Yeah,
that you really like. Now, this is your first attempt, right?
yeah, right.
How many people do you think succeed on their first attempt at bringing in a junior to them?
I don't know stats on that one.
What if I told you it's 99.9999999 to the infinity degree failure rate?
They fail, huh?
Yep,
Should I just fire him now?
probably.
He's a good guy. So,
But my point is, he's your first one,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm taking a chance and he's taking a chance. We definitely are.
And
so.
most likely it'll fail. But what are you going to walk away with from it?
Information.
Information, data, lessons learned, right?
Right.
Now, let's just say he sticks, and let's just say you are the anomaly, and every person you set up to be a chiropractor under you is a smashing success.
Let's go with that one. I like that scenario.
Yep. How many these junior chiropractors, or what do you call them, associate chiropractors?
Yeah, associates, right.
Associates, are you wanting to bring in on board under you?
Just 2.
Only 2.
Yeah, because we're not just doing chiropractic. We're going to be doing the hormones and digestive health. So we're bringing on nurse practitioners and,
Okay. So is this something you think you're going to be able to sell later? Is this something you think you're going to work until maybe one of your juniors is willing to, and I know this would still be selling, but buy from you? Do you have any children? Like, do any of your sons want to follow in your footsteps?
no, they're smarter than that. So it
Because
is
you have 3 sons, right?
Yeah, I do. Right. So it is a business model I want to sell. I really want to recreate the way we do the chiropractic field, the way we do whole health. So I'm trying to create that model. So it's not probably the first time it's been done, but it's something I believe in. So I'm going to create functional health program,
Okay.
and then keep chiropractic in that. So
So
create these model programs.
this is going to be like a franchise?
Yeah, it could be. Hadn't thought that far down the road.
Okay.
So I have to get the first one to work first. So
Gotcha. So you're gonna invest a lot of time and effort in systematizing, I'd imagine.
yeah,
Okay.
really, that's what makes a business work, right?
It absolutely is, right?
Mhm.
It's funny. I'm friends with a guy out in Southern California. He's passed on now, but he went to high school with the McDonald's brothers.
Oh yeah.
And when he was in, it was like his senior year or whatever that summer, they called him up and they wanted him to look at these plans they had built.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what they hadn't done?
What?
None of those plans were on how to build a delicious cheeseburger. Those plans were on how to cook a cheeseburger faster.
Really?
They had drawn up plans to create grills that would cook a burger from both sides.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They invented that bad boy, huh?
Yeah. Now, I don't know how accurate this is. I heard this from this guy in Southern California. It was like probably in his 70s at the time. This is 28 years ago,
Yeah.
right? But it wasn't burgers. It was a system for being able to make something the same way fast.
Right.
And that's where I first learned the concept, like that's really what matters in business,
Yeah.
right? Because you as a person can only do so much, right?
Right.
And if you really want to help the highest number of people, what do you got to do?
Just have to be able to do it faster.
You got to be able to create a system. You got to be able to put other people into it.
Yeah.
You got to have the quality of care turn out the same every time,
Yeah.
right?
And that's what I'm trying to do right now is build a team, because there's only so much I can do. And if we just rely on my knowledge, there's only so much care we can give.
Yeah.
But a quality team can do an awful lot more than one person can. So,
Yeah. So any lessons that you've learned in trying to do this process that you think would be good to share with other people who are trying to do the same thing?
what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like in hiring this associate chiropractor, right?
Yeah.
How'd you structure comp? How much leeway do you give them? How are you managing him? How are you making sure he does things according to your methodology?
Right now, it's just practice. He's coming in, he's doing what I do and just walking him through that system.
So is he shadowing you?
Yeah, he's in the room every day. So and then we have conversations on what would you do different? Or,
Okay.
I'm trying to help him realize, well, I don't want him to be just a carbon copy of me, but I want him to use his gifts and his talents, but use the direction that he gets from me
Okay.
to be able to do those things. So he stands on his own. He has ownership.
Like when you say ownership, do you mean literal ownership of your practice or just a sense of ownership towards the
Sense
clients?
of ownership now, but with the opportunity for actual ownership.
Okay. So is that the hook to keep them? Because,
Yeah, it is.
like in the financial industry world, right, guys are always hiring a junior advisor only to have that junior advisor bounce and go set up their own practice, right?
Yeah. No, I actually have him. We have part of what we're doing right now is setting up patients under him. So he's getting a group of patients while being at the practice,
Okay.
and he knows that he's going to be the head of our chiropractic branch.
Okay.
And then I'll be leading up the functional medicine branch, and we'll have nurse practitioners to oversee the hormone balancing branch.
Okay.
And so we're going to have, I guess I believe in profit sharing. I believe in, if you work hard, you should be paid for that.
Okay.
If you bring something to the table beyond just putting in hours, you should be compensated for that.
All right. Have you identified any potential problems that could be created?
I really haven't thought.
Like, what if he builds a relationship with all these clients, and then you and him come to a disagreement, and he leaves, and all those clients go with him?
Well, that's a possibility. They're all my clients, and then I'm giving him right now I'm giving him a percentage of everything, or
Yeah.
a commission on all of the work.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just saying, so what happens if he builds, because he's the one providing the care,
Yeah.
they develop the relationship with him,
Right.
you've brought those clients in, and then he builds a relationship with them, and then he leaves. Most likely, they would leave with him.
It's a definite possibility. So
Have you, and now today, they've changed the laws to where you can't create you're not allowed to use non-competes, and I don't like those anyways. I've never, even before when you could,
yeah.
I always refused to do that.
Well,
my opinion was it's my job to make you want to be here.
That's my approach. So that's where I am right now, is just trying to create the best atmosphere so he wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
Okay.
So, and that's the team I want to build. I want to build a group of people who are so satisfied here. They don't have to have the same vision I have, but they have to have the same desire that I have. And that's to make sure we have the best experience for the people that come in our door, so that they're going to want to tell their friends and their family, so that we don't have to pay out millions of dollars for marketing, because every patient we have should be our marketing team.
Yeah, they become your evangelists. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Rick. And we're back at Full Spectrum Back and Body. What's your address here?
6600 College Boulevard, Suite 100A in Overland Park, Kansas, 66211.
Sweet. So now we're going to hop out.
All right.
And you're going to give me somebody that I really, really love. His name's Elijah.
Uh-huh.
He has built a really incredible program called the I Am Foundation, which works with disadvantaged youth all over the Kansas City metropolitan area. 120 of those kids are actually in the foster program. He teaches them etiquette, leadership, on entrepreneurial skills. So you're going to get an opportunity to help provide the funding to bring up the next generation of entrepreneurs. So let's go meet them.
Let's do it, for sure. Thanks.
Oh. Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. You're Elijah?
Yes, Elijah.
Very nice to meet you.
Give your name again?
That's Rick.
Rick,
Yeah.
nice to
We
meet you.
call him Dr. Rick.
Dr. Rick.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's actually sexy Dr. Rick.
Exactly. That's what $200,000 will get you.
Yeah, right.
Doctor label,
Exactly.
so, yeah.
I love it. Oh, and these are our student ambassadors, Terrell,
Terrell, nice to meet you, man. You too.
Cheyenne,
Cheyenne, good to meet you.
and then one of our nail beauticians, Juliana.
Juliana, nice to meet you.
So I'm actually going to step out here. I want Elijah to take a minute and kind of explain to you everything that the I Am Foundation is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go on in, huh?
Oh, thanks.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is our place. It takes about 30 seconds to do a full tour.
Okay.
I'll give you that one later.
Okay.
Tell me about what's going on with your business here.
Yes.
I wanna hear
So,
about it.
first of all, thank you so much. Elliot, too. Thank
Yeah,
you
you're
so
welcome.
much. We are excited to not only be here, but have an opportunity to just learn more about your business, and also you partnering
Cool.
with us.
Thanks.
The Iron Foundation, our mission is to lead, encourage, and motivate others to see themselves greater than their circumstances. So we have a high school, college, and also you could say trade school students here as well, that basically provides all the support to the kids. Our motto is so simple. Our college, you could say, will mentor the high school. Our high school will mentor the middle.
Perfect.
And in that program, we teach financial literacy. How do you budget, how do you manage your books, taxes along with that, real estate, how do you buy a commercial property or rent a regular home?
Right.
Then we go into the personal development, learning more about yourself, which they had an opportunity to do, which I can't wait till someone tells you a story about it. And then in that, we expand on that program in the summer with a 2-month rotational 6 business program where we get college students with, you could say, fields in chiropractic, right?
Sure.
Work with the Iron Foundation to teach the other students that are, wanting to get to that field, then partner with the business so that they can have that real world experience. And then they will just rotate between each business.
Perfect.
And then we have a young entrepreneur here, Terrell, who started a clothing line. Can you give us a name?
Wasted Garments.
Wasted Garments. First of all, great material. It's like, what, 400 GSM or something like that? 500 GSM. So it's a heavyweight product.
Wow.
But in the summertime, Terrell has an opportunity to teach other students how he started the entire business, which is like your first few sales. How many garments did you have? Like 50. And he sold out within like, what, 2 or 3 weeks? 3 weeks. So he has a chance to teach the entire business model. But the nonprofit, that's what we do. We create leaders, and the leaders go create more, products for themselves, whatever they want. So that's basically Iron Foundation, which is fun. So
Yeah.
And then with Cheyenne, she runs all the marketing and media content with Heaven and Jamila, the rest of our other student ambassadors. And so she has a unique opportunity basically to tell the story on the student level. So all last summer, it was just like, hey guys, it's me on blog posting. It was nice. Okay. She did great. It took me a while to post it, but she did great. And then Juliana, who runs the nail technician, basically the beautician. So she does nails. She did Gigi's nails, I believe. And it was like green, right? Was it green?
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. We were at UMKC because we also partner with the colleges to have the students, hey, this is what it feels like to be in the school. I remember when Javion first walked into school, he was like, bro, this is a college? And I just was like, bro, yeah, it's a college. Not many kids get an opportunity to see it. Not that, it's not afforded to them. It's just sometimes, time, place, location, all that. Yep. So our nonprofit program has a unique opportunity to, showcase all the great talents. And then they come back and lead the program.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. That's the Iron Foundation. Oh, I forgot. We give out scholarships to certain kids as well, need-based. And the need that's why your donation is so amazing, because the needs are like $140 or $30 just for, gas to commute. Like our college students from MNU to work with us in Casey Mo or Latha, they just need gas money. So we give little need-based scholarships here and there, which have a big impact.
Names get remembered in this city for a reason. What you said in that seat, it's part of yours now. And whether they get it or not, Casey heard you. Backseat ballers, where the ones who built it finally speak.